Coach, this is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Los Angeles Rams. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, it's Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Lucas. A very solid gain of 27. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again is Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Now, coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Watson just beating the play clock. He's going to float this one deep right. And this is caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. In for the score. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script because so many teams script their opening possessions. And whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 play there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Set. 60 outlaw. 56. Rock it. 56. Set up.
They go play action here on 1st down. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's complete into the hands of Carson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Hey, Jet.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate, And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Come on, set.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Five. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Big grip.
From the gun, Hart. He'll take a shot for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
56, by 56. You can't block me. I'm 54.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Watson now to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 33.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lucas. Touchdown, LA! 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Rams have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On second down, a run with Breida. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third.
Bravo! Check, 59. Here we go again. Mike Fight.
Operating from the gun. Hart. And Eifert has it. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
Hey, exit. Check 59. Mike is 59.
On first and 10, Hart going deep for Eifert. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Let's go, D. Big series.
Quick on Travis. Go.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Mike, check. 59. Too little, Pep. Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
Hey, orbit.
Here we go. Mike's 59.
Go.
I'm coming after you.
Check 59. Mike, go.
To throw again. Hart going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out.
Go. 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, I'm coming.
Hey, Wahoo. Fight.
Off play action. Hart. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Hey, team 6. Yep, 22 jet bomber.
Hey, here we go.
Yes. Mike is 59. Hey, high 7. Snap.
Looking to throw. Hart. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Switch. Check.
6-6. Pull it high.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time. You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Hey.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Enough to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, Charlie, go. Go out. Check 13. Secret.
From the gun, Hart. Escaping the pressure right. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Set. 19. 5-5. Let's go, baby. Turnover. Get that ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 on the Seahawks' 42-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Watson. Buying time to his left. And that's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. Let's go. At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Matt Breida, an 80-yard touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked.
Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Hey, check right, check right. Watch it.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
The Rams on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Check 3. I 59.
To the air yet again, Watson. This is caught by Robinson. Give him 9 on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Check, 59. Here we go. Kill.
This time they stay on the ground, and they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? The Rams going to go ahead and use the first. Their timeouts as he'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Spins by. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The final shot before the break. Watson, screen pass to Lindsey. But he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. He'll find Metcalf. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Back to throw. Hart going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's taken down all the way inside the LA 10. It's a big play there for Seattle. 57 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
On the ball.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know that.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Wide, get wide. 36. Check 61, matchbox, lights. Go.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Go. Look at me. Zipper.
Let's get off the field. Shift. Check 31. Watch the twitch.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, watch this. Now. Yo, go.
Let's go. Peek in.
Leo.
Watch twitch.
Get it.
Breida, he'll try the right side. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Next to score, Seahawks 28, Rams 17. Michael Dixon to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson, and that's complete to Cooks. Gets through and now an opening. And he's taken down inside the red zone past the Seattle 15. A big play there for L.A. 56 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the gun, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. This will be caught just inside the 10. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50, the 40, 30, 10, 5, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this rush coming? And he's taken down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the 4th and final quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Watson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Lucas. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Check pass. Let him go.
On 4th down, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
On the ready.
Time to go, night. He's cracked.
Chopper. Hit it.
Throwing on 1st down. Hart. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
But that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Looking to throw. Hart. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
17.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's game, baby.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on down's the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
80 weapon.
Shoot.
Now.
So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
We got to get to the ball, T. We got to get to the ball.
Operating from the gun. Hart. That'll be complete to Breida. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here we go. Hey, Foxtrot. 90 Wolf.
59. Mike's 59. Focus, defense, focus.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Say go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Hart. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Let's get there.
Hey, Echo.
Check. 59. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Deep dribble.
On 3rd down, Hart going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now it's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Safety's creeping.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Bobby Wagner, the former second-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? To throw is Watson. A little check down to Lindsey. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
That's certainly playing down a distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
46-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football. Check 52.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This complete to Lockett. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Seahawks.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Well, Charles win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.